Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well, and shalom to the sincere Akim, spreading his truth and sincerity. Shalom. So this video I want to talk about that we have people that are over us, in the camp, for instance, but also we have people that are set up over us, in our worldly affairs, man. For instance, at the job, so what I want to talk about, in this video is the fact that when we deal with certain individuals that basically have the rule over us, that we should just respect them, to the best of our abilities, man. And basically do what they say and not necessarily always do what they do, you see. And why I say that is because we're going to find out that not all people that might be set up over us, are good people or have good intentions. So this is First Peter chapter 2 verse 18. Servants, be subject to your masters without fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. So back in the days, our people, we was allowed to have man servants and woman servants from, our own people, man. So they had the chance and the possibility to work, for a Jake that was considered their master. They are also those that were in a position, of being a servant unto someone else, and believing in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And in the book of First Peter, the second chapter, we can read something that Apostle Peter basically gave us as a commandment / an advice, man. This is First Peter 2:18. Servants, be subject to your masters without fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. So we should basically be obedient to those people that are set up over us, man. Because the Heavenly Father set them over us with a reason, man. And it might not always be that you're gonna have good times when this person, or even in the world, when a female has a certain position in which she's usurping authority over you, whether it's harsh or whether it's gentle, But it says, be subject to your masters without fear, not only to the good and gentle, but also to the froward. So there are different kind of people, man. Those that, are good and gentle, but also to the froward, man. And if we go into that word froward, it's the word skolios in the Greek. And the outline of biblical usage says crooked, curved, perverse, wicked, unfair, surly, or froward. So, you might have those that are being set up over you, and they are actually, wicked pieces of shit, man. I myself, when I look at, the worldly perspective of my life, I work for Amalek, man. And those that are set up over me, they are very crooked, perverse, and unfair, man. Very wicked pieces of shit, actually. That deal very unfairly with, the people that work for them, and the way that they treat them, man. And it took me a great while, to basically get the understanding of, instead of bucking up towards, the way that they deal with me, just to accept it, man. And be like, okay, whatever. I'm being put in this position by the Heavenly Father, and all I need to do is basically, like it says, suffer, man. Which suffer means to allow. allow the situation to happen, and basically go with the flow and see where it's gonna lead and gonna take me, man. But don't think that individuals that are actually froward, wicked pieces of shit will eventually get away with what they have been doing, man. These are things that you should not, get twisted in your own mind. Don't think that, the employer that I work for, is not gonna get judged by the Heavenly Father, man. He's being judged already, man. He was sick a while ago, and every day of the week he had a, different place upon his body where he had new pains, man. There was one time that he walked in a certain way like a butty boy, man. He had so much pain that he started to walk crooked, man. But it says that we should both, be basically be obedient to those that are good and gentle, but also to the wicked, man. To the wicked people that are set up over us, whether it's in the whether it's in the truth or whether it's in the world, man. We should walk with wisdom, and if there's no other way, for you to deal with a certain situation by applying wisdom and, for you to bear the situation and deal with it, then of course certain other measures should be taken, man. But one thing that you should understand is that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds, man. So we're not up here, picking fights if it's not necessary. We're trying to be good people, according to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, walk with that wisdom. Another example, for instance, that I can give concerning the truth is that there was one individual who was a camp leader, years ago. If I'm correct, his name, was Element. He was a very wicked person, actually, and when he was, at if I'm correct, he was at Elder Yeshua his house, and he basically commanded Elder Yeshua, to, give his own bed to Element, man, to sleep in there, man. That his own wife, the wife of the Yeshua, was like, what is going on? Do you accept this in your own house? Later on, this information, came forth, and became a little bit more public, and that caused like, hey, you have those individuals out there that, are like that, man, that are set up by the Heavenly Father in a certain position, and I watched Elder Bishop Ayatona's video yesterday and today as well, concerning the grudging video. And he explained beautifully, man, like, hey, you have certain people that are set up as leaders because they have those qualities and they can further develop those qualities. But you also have those that, are set up by the Heavenly Father basically for destruction, man. They don't know how to deal with those situations and they're going to make big mistakes. Can't deal with, the pressure that is on on that position, man. You see? But reading on, this is 1 Peter 2:19. For this is thankworthy, if a man for conscience towards the Most High under your grief, suffering wrongfully, man. So it is a very great and beautiful thing in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. If you suffer wrongfully in a situation, man, that you just take it, you deal with the situation and you allow it to happen. Even though the situation that you had to deal with was very unfair. It might even be that a lot of people, witnessed the situation, they didn't do anything about it. But eventually, the truth comes to light, man. It's going to be revealed by the Heavenly Father, man, eventually, man. And it's going to come to the light. You see? But it's a very pleasing thing in the eyes of the Heavenly Father for us to suffer wrongfully, man. Because look at Yahweh Shai, man. He's the greatest example of someone to suffer wrongfully, man. Of course, we understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that what Yahweh Shai had to go through, was for a bigger purpose. But he, in the life that he lived as Yahweh Shai, he was without sin. He served his punishment, being Yahweh Shai, because of what he did in his life, in his life, when he was King Solomon, man. You see, which was already prophesied to happen. In the book of Samuel, where the Heavenly Father prophesied that if he would transgress, he would be beaten with the stripes of men. Which is what happened when the Roman soldiers basically whiplashed Yahweh, man. You see, this is verse 20. For what glory is it if when ye be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if when ye do well and suffer for it, ye take it patiently, this is acceptable with the Most High. Yeah. So, what glory is there? If you are basically corrected, or you're suffering a situation because you did wrong, that's just something that you have to deal with. But now comes a situation in which you have not done anything wrong, but you still take it. That's when the Heavenly Father looks at you like, hey, this is an acceptable man in my eyes. And that's sometimes a situation that we have to, deal with. But the Heavenly Father looks upon us eventually for good, man. Pursuant to Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, it was not, the Most High's intention, to really, make us go through the evil, to really fuck us up like that, man, in our life. All the things that we have gone through, which was basically messed up, all the evils that happened, was to build us up, man, to make us stronger, and to make us grow, man. You see, because the time is going to come that we're going to have to suffer wrongfully, and we're going to be persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. Because then it's going to be us against the world. With us having the Heavenly Father behind our backs, of course. But still, we're going to have to suffer wrongfully, And we know that we suffer wrongfully, but then the whole world is going to be against us, man. Wanting to persecute us, kill us. Why? For righteousness' sake, man. For doing the right things. Then it says, verse 21, for even hereunto were ye called, because Yahweh also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. So, Yahweh was already the example, man, of suffering wrongfully, and that, we also, would have to go, through similar situations of having to suffer wrongfully, man. So he suffered for us, and we should also follow in his footsteps. Take up the cross. Verse 22, who did not sin, neither was gall found in his mouth. So Yahweh did not commit any sins, man. Neither, was there found any deceit lying within his mouth. Who, when he was reviled not again. When he suffered, he threatened not, but committed himself to him that judged righteously. You see, so, he did not buck up against, the things that happened towards him, man. But he dedicated himself towards the Heavenly Father and found refuge, in the comfort of the Heavenly Father, man. Because he knew that, he did not do anything wrong. So, yeah. Might be that we come in similar situations like that, and then we have to deal with that, man. Whether it be, a situation which has been judged wrong, or whether you're being treated in a certain way which is unfair. It's just something that we have to deal with, man. So yeah, with that, I hope and pray that this video was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and shalom to the sincere Akyam spreading truth and sincerity. Shalom.